What's going on, guys? Jerry Neutron here, and today we're going to take a look at a new case from Phanteks. This is the Enthoo EVOLV ITX, the budget-friendly little brother of the original Enthoo EVOLV. Now, there were some design revisions made with this version of the EVOLV, as well as some build quality sacrifices in order to meet a specific budget. The first thing you'll notice is the thick aluminum panels are gone and have been replaced with a mix of steel and plastic materials. The I/O ports were moved up front as requested by many users, and there is still a small LED lighting up the front of the case, although it no longer comes with interchangeable LEDs. The front panel cover does pull off rather easily to reveal a removable dust filter and an included 200mm fan underneath. On the top cover, you'll find a few small vents for ventilation, as well as a single power button. At the rear of the case, you can see the exhaust fan, back I/O, 2 PCI slots, and a bottom-mounted PSU. There's also a removable dust filter just underneath that to help keep your components clean. And moving along, Phanteks has redesigned the tinted side panel window to better fit the ITX chassis. I do like the design decision here, as it gives you access to more of your components. If we remove the side panel, which is held on by thumb screws, we can see the interior of the chassis, which is designed to fit Mini-ITX motherboards. I do like the approach Phanteks has taken with the interior design, as there is no wasted space. You get a large motherboard cutout, which will allow access to the backside of the motherboard for mounting aftermarket coolers. There are large rubber grommets for routing cables. The case does not come with a rear exhaust fan in order to stay in budget, but can fit one up to 140mm. There's 2 PCI slots for your graphics card, which, speaking of, this case can fit GPUs up to 330mm. There's also this nicely thought out bracket, which Phanteks calls the Multifunctional Mid Plate. And this plate can hold an additional hard drive or SSD, or it can even be used to mount a water cooling reservoir. Now, I like this a lot because it gives you additional storage or cooling solutions, all without blocking the graphics card, which sits just underneath it. And another great thing about this case is the removable radiator bracket. But all it takes is 4 screws, and this plate slides out, which makes radiator installation much easier in a small case. And this bracket supports radiators up to 280mm. And speaking of radiators, this case supports up to a 240mm radiator up front and up to a 140mm radiator in the rear. Now, moving to the back side of the case, you will find the power supply mounting location, where there is plenty of room to hide any extra cables. There's also a hard drive cage, which can fit 2 3.5 or 2.5 inch drives. And this cage is actually removable, and a pump bracket can be installed in its place. Now, storage can become a bit of an issue, however, if you do decide to use their pump and reservoir mounting locations, as that only leaves a single SSD mount in the rear. As for cable management, there's only a couple cable tie points to hold your cables in place. However, it was easy keeping everything tidy on the visible end. As you can see in the completed build, everything came together rather nicely. The EVOLV ITX is not the smallest ITX case, coming in at 230 by 375 by 395mm, but the internal layout is nicely thought out. They even kept water coolers in the loop along the way. My only real complaint is that they went the budget route with the ITX version. I really would have liked to have seen that premium build quality of the original EVOLV combined with the design improvements of the Mini-ITX version. But that's just me. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Would you buy this case for a Mini-ITX build? Anyway, that's about it, guys. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful or entertaining. Subscribe for more similar content, and until next time, see ya. Top card you can buy for the money. But let me know what you guys think. What are your top 5 GPUs at the moment? I know there are some